Hey y'all, it's Anime K-Man, and today I'm going to be reviewing episode 1 of Beastars. And I gotta say, this anime was surprisingly better than I expected because if any of y'all kind of like Zootopia, check this out because this anime kind of gives me those vibes, but it's hella freaking dark. Because like how already the first sequence is engaging because you have this character called Tam who's pretty much eaten by a carnivore, and then afterwards I like how this episode actually gave weight to the death because afterwards you see how it affects the school. Since the school has herbivores and carnivores, you start to see sequences where the herbivore people are talking smack to the carnivores and the carnivores are talking smack back, and it makes things antagonistic in a way. I like how it actually built the setting naturally because what off the bat you see that just one fragile instance, and you have already two different groups of people already going at each other. And I like that. It kind of is representative of real life where, let's just say someone from like a group murders someone, even though that rest of the group can be good, that one bad apple can make the whole group look bad. And I kind of like how it's emphasized here too in both ways. You have herbivore people doing bad shit to herbivore people, to other carnivores, and you have carnivore people doing bad shit to other herbivores. So I kind of like that. It keeps it balanced, and it gives it a sense of realism, and that's what I really like about the themes of this show. And that's why I felt it was strong from a script standpoint. And then afterwards, it introduces us to the main character, the wolf character, which is pretty cool, I gotta say. I like how it does a fake out. At first, it makes you think he's antagonistic because he has his eyes focused on this goat chick. But then afterwards, he gave this goat chick a love letter from his friend Tim that got killed because he never had a chance to share his feelings. So I kind of like that. It gave this episode heart. And then afterwards, I like how as the episode progressed, you see this other interesting character called Haru bullied, and the episode did a good job of wanting you to root for her. Then immediately after that, you have like this tension with this guy called Louise, who he gives to this guy that's who's got some pretty decent performance practices, a shitty stage job. And then this guy gets pissed and he tries to punch Louise, but then the wolf guy blocks it to make him back off. And I kind of like stuff like that because it's like, damn. It really shows you how vicious the dynamics can be in this series, and it gives it a lot of life to breathe. And I like how immediately after that, when it makes you think the wolf guy is nice, at the end of the episode where he's looking out after the Louise because he's gonna mentor this guy. He's gonna mentor this guy in the drama club with some lines, and then you see our main wolf guy in the lookout. He then smells Haru, and then it mends off with him seemingly about to eat her. And I kind of like that because it's a twist, because in a way they were kind of foreshadowing it, because Louise did mention that our main wolf guy does have those feral instincts. And at first I thought he was BSing, but at the end I was like, oh no, he wasn't BSing. That's kind of true. And that was some fucking scary ass shit the way the episode ended off. So that's why I thought this episode was engaging from the story standpoint. It had nothing but strong scene after strong scene after strong scene. Then with that cliffhanger, my goodness, it's definitely gonna be one of those strong series. So that's why I felt from a script standpoint it was great. And from a character standpoint it was pretty good. Because with the wolf guy, you get a lot of layers to his character. You get that he's kind of gentle-natured and he doesn't really appreciate himself that much too. Because when he got some compliments, he didn't kind of like those compliments at all, and I kind of like that. And at the same time, even though he seemingly has a gentle nature, it can fall in line with his instincts way too easily, as shown off at the end of the episode. So I do like that. Kind of gives him a Jackal and Hyde dynamic with him. And then with Haru, I like how it gives her some nice characterization where she's a girl that's bullied, she tries to say headstrong, but it's really tough, and seeing her sequences were set, and I like how the episode gave me sympathy for her, so that's why I thought she was a nice character. And Louise, even though he was kind of a douchebag, I found him to be interesting too. Because even though he's narcissistic, you can see he's pretty smart because he was able to pick out that that our main wolf guy has feral instincts within him, and that was pretty interesting too. So all in all, I thought all the characters were nice. And while I'm not a big fan of CG, I thought the CG here was pretty nice for the most part. Not the best CG I've witnessed, but it wasn't ugly either. So I thought it was fine. And I thought the artwork was pretty good too, especially the background art. It was really, really beautiful. And that's why, taking all these factors into consideration, I'm going to rate this episode an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was thoroughly good, y'all. So anyways, everyone, these are my thoughts on Beastars Episode 1. Be sure to comment on your thoughts on the episode and my reaction in the comment section below. Share the video if y'all want to. Rate the video, subscribe. And I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, y'all. Have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.